Buck Slayer once again, bringing y'all a video how to Texas rig your worm or creature bait or whatever you want to fish. Good time to fish this bait is it's a deep water. Obviously, you can hop it, reel it in, drag it. Like if you're dragging it, you can use like a crawdad. You can usually you'd use like a jig head or something on that, but you can't use a crawdad. You can use like a sweet beaver. You can put this on instead of using a swim, like a swim bait hook with weight already in it. You can use it for swim baits. This is a good time to use it if you're bed fishing. It's a good time to throw it on a creature bait. If you're not going to use a jig, throw a creature bait on here like a brush hog or a beaver or a swim bait, and and you can drag it and hop it. Works really good. Works all summer long. Throw it in the brush pile. Use Carolina rig that way too. It's like surge fishing with Carolina rig, like trying to find structure. And then yeah, let's go ahead and get to it. I'm gonna give y'all a tip real quick though. This is a 10-inch worm curly tail I'm showing y'all right here, and this is a stick bait 6-inch yum bait. I'm gonna give y'all a tip and trick about this one right here. As you can tell, like the longer, like everybody should know this, but it's like kind of complicated if you think about it. The part of the worm that's hooked is going to be the only thing that isn't giving action. So everything else is going to be giving action and flipping around. But with the smaller hook, you're going to have a whole lot less chances of getting. You're going to have a whole lot smaller hookup ratio because the bass might not eat the whole thing up to your hook. So if you use like a 5/0, what I use on 10 inches, 5/0, your hook's going to be like down here. You're going to have a whole lot better chance of catching that bass and getting that bite. Usually, I use a 1/8 ounce. Usually, all the time I have 1/4 ounce, but rarely use them. So let's just go ahead and get to how to do Texas rig. First thing, I'll start off with a Senko bait. Show you how to do it. Get to the very end right here. You want to get in the middle of it and go straight in, almost to the bend, like right before the bend, like right there. And you just want to come like right there, actually, right before the bend. Come straight out the side. As you can see there, just like that. Come up. Make sure y'all can see this. Pushing it, and once you get to this bend right here, once you get to it, you want to push it, continuously push it, but also twist it like that. That will help your worm from ripping. So when you get it up there, you can do it like this till after you tie the knot, so you can see the eyelet. But once you tie your knot using a clinch knot, a palm bar knot, whatever one, slide it right over the eyelet, hide the hook even more. And then you'll get this right here. You see how it's hanging straight? See how it's hanging straight and it's about right here? Well, that's where you want to do it, right at this little thing right here. That's where you see the hook, that's where you want to put it in. Alright, well, I like to do mine upside down. Let me just show you guys again where it's going to hang straight. It's hanging straight right there. Alright? Let me get back down so y'all can actually see that I'm holding it, not holding it. Alright, so that's where it's going to hang straight. So you want to bend it. See where it is? You see where that is right there? See where that is right there? You want to bend it and go in right about there. That's how you do it. Right there. That is not weedless right now, though. That is not weedless. Okay, so it's just, you want it to be just right off the top. Just like that. When you're laying flat on the worm. Alright? Now what you do to make it weedless is, you pull it forward and just bury the tip in there. Just a little bit. Just like that, so it's weedless. You can do that, but usually if you hit a piece of brush or something right here, it's gonna break your worm. If you hit something, if you've got a weedless and hit something right here, it's gonna rip your worm right down and then you're gonna get hung. So what I like to do is, say you're back at here and you see how much worm you need. Do the same exact thing, bend it, find how much worm you need, but don't come all the way back out. Put your finger right here, and once you can feel the hook coming back in, don't let it come all the way out. And have it inside of the worm. Like that. See? I did not come out the other side. And it's perfectly straight. Same straight. Still straight. except I did not come all the way out. You're going to have a little bit of a hump right here. I mean, it's perfectly fine. It's just from the bend of the hook, but it's perfectly fine. And then that will give you a whole lot less chance of getting hung up. And then what you can do, I usually you just feel where the hook point is and just bend it in a little bit. Make it a little bit weaker so it is ready to break in when you get a bite. And then once you get a bite, you want to set the hook. You don't, if the fish, usually you won't feel that net, you'll feel it going away with it. And if it's going to the right, set the hook to the left. If it's going to the left, set the hook to the right. That's what you want to do to set the hook. And then usually if you do it this way, you'll hook it and then your worm will just pop right out, like worm will just pop right back out, and it will just be on your hook like this. And then once you reel it in, you can just do the little skin barrier in it. And then once you use this worm and watch it like I did, once you use this worm so much, because I'll use the same worm every time. I don't use redoing it after I use it. Let me just give y'all a quick example of it. Let me pretend that I've used this a whole lot. Let me just rip it up so I can show y'all that I've been using this. And there's no way I can use this anymore because every time I put my hook in, it's just going to come right back out. That's what I'm trying to emphasize here. See how teared up that is? Can y'all see that? See how torn that up that is? Instead of throwing this worm away, figure out how much you tore up. Bite it off. And then you want to bite it again, make it a little bit more straight. Perfectly fine, you know? It's going to be a little bit shorter, but who cares? It's still going to work the same. Thanks for watching. That's how Texas rig your worm tips and tricks. Thanks y'all for watching. Check out my channel. I got a bunch of videos on there all about fishing. What about a bow? Thanks for watching. Till next time. See y'all later.